All right.
I 2 years off taking this year. Tired.
We'll start tall, go lower.
All right, so we're gonna start on our butt. So you guys already moving and grooving. All right, so today is gonna be a ground only workout, body weight only. How much exercise did you already do? Like 10 minutes?
15, 10.
Okay, so we'll go 45-ish. All right, so I want you to straighten your knees out wide.
It was just re-engaging. So it wasn't like that.
And then I want you to bend your knees and then lean back a little bit. And then sit back up, straighten your legs, sit up tall. Good, then bend the knees and then bring it back just a little bit. Now put your feet straight out in front of you. Bring your feet together. All right, now we're just gonna sit up as tall as you can, as tall as you can, as tall as you can. And then I want you to lift the right knee and bring it out to the side, tap the heel, and then kick it back out. And then straight up tall in the middle again. And then we're gonna bring one out. You wanna switch with me so he can see me?
Oh, thanks, man. I didn't want to take advantage. I just happened to be in.
I just thought about that because probably you can't see what I'm doing. All right, so knees together, sit up tall. And then what do we do? Oh, we did out wide as you can. And then you can kind of put weight onto your opposite butt cheek and then kind of lift that hip up. And this alone is just getting your obliques and your hip flexors having to do things that they're not used to doing. And it's all getting different ranges of motion in the hip that you are probably not getting on a daily basis. Woo.
This is a great exercise for desk sitters.
Yeah. So when you're sitting in your desk, your knees are bent, so your hamstrings are short. So anytime you can lengthen your hamstrings.
Great exercise.
And it also, but the thing is a lot of people don't have the core strength to hold themselves up because they lean back in chairs a lot. So one thing you can do if it's at your chair, is get like a bar stool and just use your trunk to hold yourself up. So if you're gonna sit, try not to lean back. So you're at least using all these muscles you feel in your core working right now? Yeah. All right, so let's do, now we're gonna go, let's kind of roll on, just keep your knees at a slight bend here, maybe like whatever that angle is. And we're gonna roll over and then put your elbow down. Good, try to drop your right knee down to the ground. There you go, yep. Got both knees touching, the outside of your left knee and the inside of your right knee. And then we're gonna come back up, same position, but then we'll go over to the other side. And try to keep the angles in your hips and your knees the same as you're coming back to center, and then as you're going to the other side. And then just at your own pace, just kind of going back and forth. Put a little weight into your shoulder to you can also kind of open up your chest a little bit, like lift that left shoulder back. And that way you're getting some back muscles into the mix. Kind of just squeezing your shoulder blades together. Or you can just be more passive about it. If you want to, get more muscles working, you can really just squeeze that shoulder blade back and isometrically engage it. Or you can just kind of reach it back just to kind of open up your shoulders. And just kind of do like a little stretch open. Pretty good idea. All right, come back to center. So we've been in a trunk flexion position for a minute. So let's get onto let's line our stomach without using your arms. That's really hard. Yeah. he uses arms. So then get back up without using your arms. For leverage or momentum, but they didn't touch the ground. Oh, that's really hard. And try the other side. Oh, do opposites.
Oh, yeah, the other side.
Oh. This is working back muscles I didn't know I had.
I was not successful on the last one.
Well, you went to failure, and that's what you have to do, right? To make. triceps too, because you're having to hold the arms up. It makes you realize how heavy your arms are.
Makes you realize there's a conversation when we had in there, you don't have to be having every single insanity workout going.
And if anything, this connects you more to your body because you start to feel where you're limited, what's tight, what's stiff.
Was this inspired from the video of this morning? That's great. It's so cool how that works.
Well, that's
Add this to one of the rotations.
when I have bandwidth to learn stuff and listen to things instead of stressed about sales. Then I'll come up with this stuff every day.
Yeah,
Like,
this is awesome. And I think people would love to do this.
all right, let's go on your backs. We do get to rest our trunk for a second because we've been using our trunk the whole time. All right, so let's do, let's put bend your knees and pull your feet up so your heels are on the ground. And then we're going to push through just our right leg and rotate open your hip. So the right hip goes up, then you're gonna push through your left heel, and then the left hip goes up. So just isolate that one side, rotate around. And you can kind of come up on that shoulder a little bit if you want to kind of put a little load into your upper body. But if you have shoulder issues, you want to make sure that you're stacking your shoulder. You're not rounding your shoulder forward like this. You want to be stacked.
Just go all the way to the side.
Yeah. Or if you want to just go a little further each time as you're getting used to the movement. Because you can't fall over and hurt yourself on this because you're on the ground. So you can push as far as you want on this one. That makes your this muscle, your TFL muscle, work on the opposite side.
Okay, I've never worked out these muscles.
All right, let's straighten your legs out. All right, so now we're going to work on some of the more intrinsics of the hip and just the finer movement patterns of the hip socket. Just like a shoulder rotator cuff, your hip has a rotation component as well. So let's keep your legs straight, roll your feet out to the side just a little bit, kind of like just relax them out to the side. See how far they go. And now we're going to just lift up your right and just hold that. Now, pay attention to what that did to your butt. Come back down. Did your other side roll over? Or did it stay on the ground? So like your left hip?
My left foot that way.
Okay, so your left hip came up. How about you?
No, it's
Stayed?
I want it to not roll over, right?
Tightening this whole side to do it.
So that's because you've been working out with me. He's been activating muscles. So relax that side. Just focus on the leg lift itself.
Okay, then yes, then it lifts.
Okay, then it lifts, okay. So then try the other side a few times. Does that same lift occur on your right hip?
Not as bad. So there's my issue.
That's a pretty significant imbalance as well, because those are some of the bigger, stronger muscles of your body, and they're supporting where your lower body attaches to your upper body. So that needs to be one of the strongest areas in your body. So
I have huge pain.
Yeah.
Like on the daily. Like sometimes if I sit in a chair too long, it'll almost be where it's locked up where I can't walk.
for how long?
How long does the pain happen?
How long have you been dealing with that?
6 months.
That sounds, you might have a hernia.
I think that it's something that might just like
It should have gone away by now. Unless,
like if you need a hip, my friend had 2 hip replacements, like you definitely need a hip.
oh yeah, true.
I don't know, dude.
It probably might just be a hernia though. You're too young for hip replacement.
It gets severe.
But that soft tissue will get pissed off before a hip will, so.
So bad that like when it's locked, and I get up to walk, I can't walk. I just like we get out of the car and I stand in the parking lot, but when I stand up straight, like it releases, and then I walk and then I'm fine.
Should ask Dr. George about that later. That's an ortho question. All right, let's sit back up.
Sorry.
All right, so now we're gonna bring your heel above your knee and lean back. So for all you ab lovers, this will definitely work your abs a little bit. Everybody wants to work their abs. But you're also getting that rotation component and the balance. And then pay attention how far you can get your knee out. One side might be a little bit tighter, One might be a little looser, and that's all the hip imbalances. So that's those hip rotators again. But now those muscles are having to also stabilize your pelvis, which is stabilizing your trunk, which is pulling on the pelvis. So these muscles take on almost like they're anchoring, they're holding your whole body up while they're rotating your hips.
So when you're lifting your right one, the left one is the one doing the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's where my problem is. When I can do this one, look how easy I can do that one.
Mm-hmm.
When I do this one, it's hard and it hurts.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you're tighter on your right side because you use it more because this one hurts. Yeah, your left side's gotten weaker because you're not relying on it. All right, let's see, what else was I doing today? Okay, so let's go, we're gonna go into more of a passive position or a static position. Good, so we're going to have basically just sitting up in this position with your left, well, you're doing different legs. So we'll go left knee, there you go, that way. All right, so the outside of the left knee is touching the ground, the inside of the right knee is touching the ground, and then kind of, now just like relax into that position. What happens with your back? What happens with your spine? Okay.
That's right foot. Am I supposed to
Try not to lean out into that left hip. Try to bring your body weight a little closer to your center. So maybe you feel a little weight come off the left and into the right. And that's probably that muscle's pulling on the trunk to pull you that way. So
really good.
yeah, so muscles don't push, they only pull. So if you do a push up, you're not actually pushing muscles, you're pulling your femur towards your chest. So you're controlling that movement and it's bringing your femur in. All right, let's go to the other side. And yeah, see my whole TFL just cramped in this position. Yeah, so a lot of times you'll just holding positions gives you some, really good feedback on what muscle groups are.
I'm not able to read.
What?
This side is a lot easier. I don't know if it's because we spent so much time on the other side. But
I'm unable to do it unguided, this one. I can't take my hand away from the forward.
Yeah. And a lot of that is obliques and lower back and core muscles all working together. And I feel like things like this, you're not going to push into something that's going to, I think a lot of yoga poses, you're pulling on things and you're using leverage of other joints and of your arms. Whereas if you just put the limbs in a position that they're capable of being in, and then have them just do stuff and see what it feels like.
The way I would describe it is it's a natural movement. So it's like you're supposed to go into that position.
Yeah.
And if you're not able to, then that's where I'm finding the problem.
Yeah, so being able to get in that natural movement over time with a kind of a progressive program of doing this every day or every day, which is most people, they need to do this every day. That's why Dr. Sterrett was like 30 minutes a day, you need to be on the floor. You got the dog now, just play with the dog on the floor. Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Like I'm older than my age right now because of not exercising.
All right, let's go into, we're gonna now change kind of perspectives and body parts. I think not being able to kneel is an issue. Like if it's uncomfortable to kneel, I feel like kneeling is a very natural position that we should be able to be in. It's efficient in that we're using less calories to be in this position. I think you are versus standing, I don't know. I assume you are, you're not using your calves as much. All right, so from here, we're gonna put your right leg forward. And then you're gonna bring it back. And then we're gonna put your left leg forward. And we're just gonna go at your own pace. We're not going to do much of a stretch. We're just kind of the movement pattern of, think of the knee going to 90 degrees out in front of you. So your your trunk to your femur angle is 90, and then the femur angle to the tibia is 90 as well. So a lot of this is just kind of being consistent with the movement pattern, feeling the muscles in the trunk and the core, what they're having to do, and then also putting the knees back down if you're not used to kneeling. and shifting the weight on the top of, the front side of that knee, and feeling any hot points or if there's discomfort. Those are basically just points of contact that can be toughened up. It's the reason why, what do you call it? Like the kickboxers, they kick each other in the shin, Muay Thai. And it's just toughen that area up. And if your bones aren't getting tough, if you're not, it goes both ways. If you unload the bone, it gets weaker. If you load the bone, it gets stronger. If you load the bone too much, it fractures. If you load the bone too little, it fractures. I know. All right, so now we're gonna go at an angle. We're gonna go, and then this time you can go a little further and kind of get a little stretch in that inner thigh. So now we can do kind of an active stretch where we're pushing into the glute tissue and the hamstring tissue. And if you want to like rest your arm down on it and kind of lean into it a little bit, that's fine. Or if you want to keep your trunk up and just stretch into it and then use your core muscles to hold your trunk up, that's fine too. All right, I don't know about y'all, but my knees are getting a little tender. All right, cool. We'll call that adaptation. All right, so now we're gonna go 4-point stance. Put weight through your arms, your hands, so you can take weight off your knees here, put weight into your arms. So if your knees are uncomfortable before, try to take that discomfort off of them. Put that stress into the upper body. Good, now we're gonna arch your back. We'll do some cat and cows. I didn't say yoga was bad. I just said certain people do it improperly. So there's a lot of great movements in yoga that are just remind your body how to move. So here we're going into hyperlordosis in our lower back, hyperkyphosis in our upper back. And then if you bring your eyes up, you're also getting hyper flexion in your cervical spine. Yeah, that's flexion. And then apart, and then we're gonna drop your shoulders, or push your shoulders away and kind of cat and cow. So push your shoulder, yep, just like that, and then drop your head down, let your head just fall. Good, and then come back. So now we're going to crown of the head up towards the sky, shoulder blades coming together, arch in the back, stick your booty up. Good, then tuck your butt under, round your upper back, let your head fall. And again, keeping weight through the hands a little bit. Good, all right, let's get off our knees. I'm sure y'all are tender too. Let's just we can prop ourselves up on our elbows. All right. Let's do, we can do some more hip movement. Let's do this. Let's try to bring the inside of the left knee up and kind of drag your foot with it so everything's touching the ground, and then bring it back. So you have to kind of push the knee in as you're going forward. If you have any hip tightnesses, you may have that leg lift or not want to go through that full range. But this is giving you kind of an awareness of your groin muscles, your adductor group of muscles, and they're big and strong and help the hamstrings and the quads. I think a lot of people think of like some of these smaller muscles in the leg as like not important, as like the quads and the hamstrings. But some of these muscles just get neglected by sitting all the time. All right, let's get our back working. Let's bring your arms up, kick your legs out, squeeze your shoulder blades. Good, now let's touch your left shoulder with your right hand by going over your head. Oh, I don't think I can do it. Oh, I can do it on this side. Oh, that gets some upper back muscles that I forgot I had. Because now your shoulder blades are having to move in different directions.
Yeah, the gravity is different.
Ooh, that's a burner. Oh, that was good. I like that. That'll be good for your shoulder too. Yeah, a lot of your shoulder issues refer back into your scapula. Well, most of your shoulder issues are more scapula. Well, more.
Where I get the knot right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, because you don't do these. You'll be using that muscle so much more. What's up, homie? How you doing? Cooled it off for you. All right, let's go back on our butt. All right, let's get some load into the arms from a different perspective. We're just gonna put your hands kind of out from your hips and up, and then just lift your bum off the ground. Good. Come back down. Slide, Joey, slide your hands closer to your butt. Good. Now when you go up, I don't want you to push your hips forward. So go up and just lift. Good. Good. Come back down. Good. So you can do a few of those. Just lift the body, place it back down, lift the body, place it back down. So these are just some shoulder stability exercises that are kind of keep you in a fairly small range of motion, which is relatively safe for most people. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can go legs straight out, lift the butt up, and then do leg lifts while keeping the butt up. And see how high you can get the leg without rolling your lower back. And you may notice one side goes higher, one side is harder, one side is tighter, one muscle group cramps up on one leg but doesn't on the other. If you want to relax the arm and continue with the legs. So now we can go back into some of those hip mobilizers. Ooh, I'm getting a huge cramp right here, right on this side, but not on this side. So that's my middle quadricep is cramping. Rectus femoris. And as you do these, it gets harder and keep your trunk up. Ooh, got my brain working. All right, let's do the good old clamshell. Now, what I don't want you to do on this is push in your arms. I think that's one thing that people get in trouble. They use other body parts to force things into position. Let's try to bring your knees back and bring your butt closer. So try to shorten the angle or the distance between your heels and your butt. And as you do so, just let your legs fall to the side. And if you want to work them more, you can push them down towards the ground. But again, you're not using your arms. So bring your arms out in front of you, Joey. There you go. Now lift your chest up a little bit. Good. Now see what the hips, how the knees fall out. You got it. Good. And then periodically lift your breastplate up and see what happens with some of those muscles in the hip. How's that feel on your hip, by the way? Does it feel vulnerable?
Yeah.
Okay, don't push into that too much. Yeah, especially don't push in with your arms. But what you can do, bring your knees closer together, like engage those muscles. How does that feel? Necessary? Good, let it come back out as far as it is, but that doesn't hurt. Again, go in that range. So we're gonna close your knees and then open them, but use control. So you're just supporting that hip with telling your hip socket that has lots of support from all those muscles that are generally a little weaker and vulnerable. Now you're teaching those.
Yeah, that's the rewiring.
Yep. When you do that, does that discomfort go away and it feels more stable? So that muscle group has probably just gotten, just doesn't know what to do, when to do it.
It's dependent on the other things doing it for it.
Yeah, and unless you're turning that muscle on and strengthening it, it's getting weaker. And if you're stretching it, you're speeding up the process of weakening it. A lot of people do stretches to get out of pain because it stops the pain while they're doing it.
Yeah, I do.
But then you end up realizing that you've been doing that stretch for 3 years and you're like, oh, this isn't helping the situation. And oftentimes taking the stretch away fixes the issue. You don't know how many times I said, stop doing that stretch. And they come back the next session, you're like, that pain's gone. I've had it for 30 years.
Yeah, that's what I do when it locks up. I stand it.
It's very common to overly stretch out of pain. And that's where people need to be educated on, like, stretching can be really bad for you. You need to be flexible.
Yes.
But at the expense of strength, I look at it like this. It's like, if you're too flexible, you lose strength. If you're too strong, you lose flexibility. But you want to be just in the middle with both. So you can go either way and be fine. All right, let's land her back. All right, let's go up to 90 degrees. Now what I want you to do here is we're just going to focus on your lower back. So if we let our kind of hips roll forward and your knees roll forward, your back arches, right? So bring it back. Good. And if we go back the other way, your back flattens, correct? Lower back. Good. So let's find the neutral position. So that's about 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees. And now, so we should have maybe a slight little, you can slide your fingertips underneath your lower back. Can you guys slide your fingertips under your lower back in this position? Okay. So from there, now I want you, without moving your pelvis, without rolling your knees back or forth, I want you to push your stomach, engage your stomach and push your belly button towards your lower back and your lower back towards the ground. So we're going to flatten your lower back and then push the belly button with your ab muscles towards the ground, pulling that belly button towards the ground. Good. Now relax your stomach and notice how that arch kind of comes back. And let's do another one. Push that arch back into the ground without moving your knees or your hips, just your stomach. Good. Good. Now relax. Whew, my legs are getting heavy. Just holding them up there because usually they're used to moving a little bit. Oh, wow. Where'd you feel that? Stomach? Good. Stomach or back, Joey?
Back.
Okay. Again, product of best day training. Future product of best day training. And yeah, it's just all stuff that you can do on your ground at home. All right, so let's do, actually bend your knees and then lift your shoulders off the ground. Actually, just put your hands on your stomach, but just relax them there. Good. Then I want you to just like look out at the clouds, like about that height, just like kind of midway up the window. And just hold that.
I think we need to paint clouds there.
Oh yeah, you don't have clouds. You have to glance to your left, but keep your head straight. Yeah, that's the cool thing about our eyes. They can actually go independent of where the head goes. What? I know, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, now let's put your hands behind your head, cradle your head, give your neck a rest, but keep the muscles in the stomach engaged. So we're not pulling your neck up, we're just supporting your head. Kind of getting your shoulders into a relaxed position. Interlace your fingertips so your arm muscles aren't doing a lot, they're just cradling. Try not to pull the head up, use your abs to keep your upper trunk up. So now we're going to go all the way back to the ground. Relax the muscles in the abs. Keep the hands in place, let the elbows drop out to the side. Good. And then we're going to bring your elbows up just at your shoulders and then bring them back out. Get a little range into those shoulder joints. Just nice and slow, feel the feels. Is it tight on one side? Is it less range on one side? Does it hurt on one side? My right shoulder feels like it's not even connected to my body. But as you know with a dislocation, that's what happens. All right, now we're gonna bring let's come back up to the sit-up position, or the partial sit-up. Good, then Get your head under load again, so bring your arms out from underneath your head. So, perfect. Now your neck muscles have to work to keep your head up. And these are neck muscles that are weakened when we're stretching our head down looking at screens all day. So a lot of people neglect the front of their neck because they think it's short and tight, because it is, because we look down all the time. But it's also weak. So you put in this load, you're actually making those muscles get tired, so at night they relax and when you sleep instead of tensing. All right, let's sit up. All right, so now we're going to do a thread the needle. We're going to start back with the knees at about this angle here. I want you to touch the underside of the knee without putting that foot down. Touch the underside of the knee. So your first is just tapping it and changing. Your second is pushing the knee down and pulling the foot up at the same time to produce a force coupling, which engages hamstrings on the top leg, hip flexors and groin on the bottom leg. And then if you lean back a little bit, you get the abs working as well. I'd say you could join us, but I don't know what you're doing with Dr. George today.
Warming up.
I mean, if you want to.
What are you guys doing?
All body weight, all floor stuff. I just listened to Dr. Sterrett today talk about how we need to spend 30 minutes on the ground because most people can't. And as they get older, they get to the point where if they get on the ground, they're going to the hospital.
You're not getting up.
Yeah, so because we stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And little toddlers and kids do it all the time and they're fine. And we just get so stiff because we never do stuff like this.
I sit on the ground every night and stretch and watch TV.
There you go. You're already there, bro. Yeah. It's so important. Yeah, you watch if you're going to watch TV, don't sit on the couch.
Yeah.
All right, so now I want you to push your knees down into the ground, engaging the muscles that straighten your knees. Pull your toes up towards you, sit up nice and tall. Good. So you can use your hands if you need to, but try not to use your hands. Sit up nice and tall. Straighten the knees down into the ground. Good. You may feel limited range of motion on one. I know my right side feels like it's not wanting to go all the way down. Good. Now keeping your knees pushed into the ground, I want you to point your right toe only, or your right foot. But you have to keep pushing your knee down. So now we're going to do some multiple brain patterns of working certain muscles. So we're working our quads, and then we're going to push our left foot away while continuing to push the knees down. So kind of a little brain game trying to work both sides of one muscle group and only one side of another muscle group. Where'd you cramp? Quad? Excellent. Yep. On your right side, but not your left. Same here. My right knee is the one that has issues, so I think that's weakness in that muscle group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right side has issues.
Yep.
I'm not fighting.
So you're starting to see where those imbalances prop up. All right. Now we're just gonna move around a little bit. Just do what feels natural. Just kind of move around. Just go into whatever you want to do. Just kind of just play with your body. We just warmed up. We just did a bunch of consistent regular things. Now let's just use your body. You can stand up, not be on the ground.
Yes, right here. Let's do it right now.
Yeah.
If I walk, that's how I have to walk. And then after a minute, it just goes away.
Squeeze your butt, squeeze your core.
Yeah. When you squeeze your butt really tight, what happens with your hip?
It's not even my hip. I don't know.
Right, the groin muscles.
Yeah. This one's tight, this one's not. I can feel that muscle activity.
Have your best day ever. All right.
No, it's good.
Now it's good. That's it. Wow.
It happens quick.
I wonder if it's nerve.
It's that's what it feels like. It's debilitating. It's if I sit in the car, we drive somewhere, and then I get out.
Let me look.
30 seconds, I'm totally frozen.
When we're done in a few minutes, I'll look at a nerve chart. It might be something from your back. That's what I think you should.
Where does it start? Where does it go to?
It all hurts here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've had major back issues. I've had. You know,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like S1, S2 area, like some of the down into your sacrum, like
Connected, and
really
that's
low in your lower, like L5, S1, S2.
That's one goes right down to my foot. And when it's
shoots right there.
so beautiful.
It's the weirdest thing. Like it just came out of nowhere, and then like. Yeah, it's been 6 months. It may be longer, maybe a year, but.
Is that dermatomes? Yeah, there's dermatomes. Oh, it doesn't have dermatomes. Oh, there's dermatomes right there.
You know
So
what I'm
L2,
talking about?
yeah,
So, right?
L2, L1.
We were talking about.
Actually, upper lumbar. So that's your lower, and yours goes down your foot. Your upper, you're closer to your groin, which makes sense. So they all branch down from the lowest spine. So that would be. You have back injuries?
I mean, I've been an athlete for, you know.
Did you ever did you have any diagnosed herniations or bulging?
No, I definitely do think I have that though. I used to, like I said, race dirt bikes, always sitting like.
Here, lay on your back real quick.
Lay on my back?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. Just relax. Just relax. Let me know if that gives you symptoms.
It's just tight, but it's not like pain, if that makes sense. Tight from like, yeah.
Any,
It's very tight.
don't think about anything in the lower back on that. But you feel an increase in your symptoms when I do that on your groin? Mm-hmm. Okay. Relax. I'll lay down. Ooh, you're tighter over here.
Yeah. You know what I've always had a problem with? My IT bands. Like always. That's why I got that sew right. We were talking about that the other day, I think Marcus asked. I used that sew right, the plastic thing right here, pushes in, and then it like really,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
really good. Well, it hurts actually. It's the most painful thing ever. But
Does that make the symptoms go down your groin? I think it's your spine, buddy.
yeah.
Let's talk to Dr. George when he's done. He'll have a couple more tests to rule that out. Makes sense when you start seeing where the nerves come out and where they go.
Isn't it fascinating? Like, how are we even alive? It's like every single thing has to go exactly, perfectly.
Oh yeah, like within millimeters, within micrometers.
It's bizarro, man.
Like the capillaries where blood exchanges in the cells are like microscopic level.
So bizarre how even alive.
How any organism.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
it's-
so complex, right? Like, well, I guess most organisms are.
How long have we? Do you have any more energy? I don't know where we're. I didn't even look at the time.
Yeah. I got energy.
Okay, let's do something a little more dynamic. I'm not going to do this with you, just because my legs are fried from running this morning. Let's just do 20 shallow or short stance lunges. So basically about 1.5 foot distance between the foot and the knee. You don't need to do these right now. We need to rest your hip. You just take it easy, like because you did a lot and you haven't been doing stuff.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so out of shape.
Sets or 20?
20 repetitions. You don't want 20 sets. You'll never walk. Yeah, it would be 2 weeks before you walked again comfortably.
Sorry, it's 20 a set, right? So one on each side is a set.
A rep is a set. Yes, that would be a 1 rep set. Yeah.
20 reps.
20 repetitions per side, then switch.
On the same side, so not switching.
No, 20 and then switch. That took 35 minutes.
Perfect workout. It was really nice. I would definitely incorporate that. Oh, I mean, that's a whole group day. Like, people don't need to get up as long as there's enough mats. They don't have to rotate in places for one of the days.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good Saturday. Something just.
Now it was doable for us. There's a lot of people that will not be able to do 90% of
I
that.
think there's major variations of, like,
Right.
a lot of it you can put your hands feedback and they can do it. I was kind of testing.
A lot, yeah. We're lot shorter periods of intensity. Like the volume should be lower.
You do advanced options.
Or I think the opposite way, at least even though for the client, so like less, like make it easier.
What I'm saying is that you can make.
Yeah, you could go both ways. I was doing less advanced, but I think there's even more advanced obviously you could do.
Aim that, slide forward a little bit more with that back leg. Good. Now aim that back knee towards your front heel as you go down. Yeah. See how that kind of loads up? Like you're centered over your weight? And it really hurts more on your knee? Yeah, because it's doing more workload. It's like shift. Try the other side. Try the other side. How many was that? Bunch? Over 20?
I've done 20 on this side and I did 10 on this side.
Okay.
I already switched.
Okay. Go back to the other side. I just want to see you do that on the other side. See how you're compensating. Or if you're compensating. Yeah, slide that back foot closer. Now back knee towards the front. How's that feel on your right knee?
Still, it's not as much as the other one.
Right, but because a lot of knee vulnerability occurs when when the weak knee is in the back. But it allows you to get into a good range of flexion, which is good for mobility of the knee. So was the knee hurting during all those? Yeah. Where? Oh, that knee. So it wasn't your right?
No, it's the front, the back knee. It's hurting when it's going down. Same
I should have told you I was looking at your right knee. That's why I wanted you to switch and wanted to see what the right knee was doing in that position.
Same when I was doing this one. Still the back knee.
Both of them.
Well, on both times.
Okay. So right and left when they were back, both felt vulnerable. Okay. Go longer stride. Longer stride lunge. Better or worse, same?
About 50-50. Now the pain is...
This is a physics demonstration for the anatomy of the human body. Try the other side. You know what I like about this workout? Is he keeps asking me about rep counts. I fucking hate rep counts. How many of these? 20? If I hear another, goddamn, how many more of these do I have to do? Right. Until I say so.
It's not like a common fight. A minute or 2 minutes or whatever time frame is.
But I think, but just playing around with movements, like when you dance, you don't like balance it out. It's like you're both all your weight on one leg for the whole night because that's your strong side.
That's very functional.
Yeah. So
real life as opposed to Like
so
how
I
many
think
curves do I go up and down when I walk to the pier?
Yeah.
I don't say I'm only going to do 20 curves on my left foot. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's interesting.
So I'm just brainstorming like ways to like add variety to like what everybody else like that podcast this morning just because that guy's been doing this for about 10 more years than I have, but he's been working with the elite athletes and now he's older than me and like sees how much damage is done and it says everything that I've been preaching over the years. Like we both have kind of are on the same like wavelength when it comes.
It's very consumable to watch.
All right, I want you to hang from this for a minute. I got up to a minute and a half the other day.
Just
hanging, going. 43:57 is where it started on the. All right, he got 5 seconds. It's okay. It's baseline.
It's just the hand.
Oh, the pain. What about the yellow ones? Are those better?
Squeeze tighter. Get that grip strength up.
My dad used to have a listen to that. The hand squeeze.
Bro, I got one by my desk.
Do they still have that?
Yeah, bro. It's got a little clicker on it, so like you got to squeeze it all the way to get a click, and it counts down for you.
He would put a penny in there and like squeeze it and hold the penny. I didn't realize it feels so little. Yeah.
All right, so he's 32 is where he started.
This did not help at all. I assume it works.
Try the yellow's a different texture too.
amazing spectacles.
Maybe the easiest way to do the AI video analysis is just to record the video and then upload it. Instead of going across the cloud, we just internal Wi-Fi only. So you can, yeah, that's the way to go. And then we don't have to run wires. We just do the video on the phone, and then at the end of the workout, submit, and it just sends it to the computer. And then the AI does the analysis on our computer overnight.
Oh, you were thinking that it was going to do it instantaneously?
Well, so I actually built the app. It's functional. It goes up to the Google's cloud, Supabase, all these different routes, all on the cloud ecosystem, and then back to the output.
And every once in a while it fails.
I was going to say, not every once in a while.
Yeah, sometimes the servers are down, or one of the steps in the process is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a better GPU and be able to run like a decent LLM locally.
You're going to need a server room in your server.
That's a good problem to have.
No, I'm sure you have the space. You just need a small rack, and it would probably be way better, smarter.
Yeah.
You could run a lot.
Put it in there.
Yeah, you could run shit ton off of that.
But well, we don't even, if we have the processing happening on the individual tablets that are stationed around, I think we put them on those.
They make
Like a little rolling.
Yeah.
I thought about it too.
things for these.
Yeah.
You put the tablets on so you can see what it's,
Or we put a strong magnet on it. We had like different magnets. So we just pop it up on the wall, and it's where we know
One
it'll.
thing I will recommend, and we had to learn our way, but we had to eventually get those like super rugged cases for every single tablet. Because the trainers would carry them around during the sessions.
I thought about that. Yeah.
We use them also for sales, by the way, which is.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Your system's great, but the customer doesn't need to go through all that. They need a pop, pop, pop. Good, let's go. How many sessions do you want? 3.
So I have an intake form that I ask questions to find out what their pains are, so I can overcome their objections. I can answer those questions right away, which would go into your system, and it would basically fill out the stuff. So you took the Staiku, you're going to need 2 times per week. You agree with 2 times a week? That's not, and then I input it, and then it's going to fill it out as we go, so it doesn't look like there's one big long form at the end.
Yeah.
And it's just simple.
Yeah, he said he did that at his old place.
One big long form.
Like all the steps on the screens.
During my sales process, I'm filling it out as I go, as opposed to them stop at the end.
And showing them all the stuff that overwhelms me.
You know what I mean? It's less overwhelming. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's meant to be
Done very
one at a time. You do just like, oh, okay, boom, 1, and then it goes to the next step.
Mhm.
And it's supposed to be step by step. That was the original.
Right, but they don't need to see all that. They need step 1 on the screen with a couple buttons, and it shows the numbers, and they pick how many sessions they want a week, how much commitment they want to make, instead of like, oh, which one do you want? And they're like trying to read all that stuff. They see it right here. Here's your commitment. Here's a commitment screen. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, or whatever. Here's times per week. Next screen, times per week.
Like slides, I think you're saying. Like, it's almost like you're looking at a slide.
And then it populates.
We're all saying
We're
this.
saying the same thing,
Yeah, and then it populates on the screen, and then he can be like, okay, cool. Then here's your price. You go to a high level.
I can do that.
Yeah, I know you can. That's why we're saying.
We're basically just
We would never say they can't. Actually, we might push.
like the customer interface is a complete.
Hey, I can do it. I can do anything. I am infinitely capable.
That's what I said.
I agree.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, and like even. I mean, this is so like unnecessary and high tech, but like as they're probing and you're asking